Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. I hope you're doing very well. So today I'm here to do something nice and simple because I feel like over the past kind of lot of videos recently I've been doing a lot of like really colourful looks, really kind of outgoing looks, and so today I wanted to do something just nice and kind of soft and just kind of like an everyday look. A few weeks ago on a Monday during one of my makeup and movie Mondays, when I was talking about The Room, I did a makeup look that I really liked, and it was just such a simple just neutral look, and I really felt like I was kind of like glowing and just actually looked nicer with like neutral colour. So I wanted to kind of replicate that with a couple of different products. I do have a new palette I've got. Well, I don't think this is new because it was it was newly gifted to me by my sister for my birthday, and it's the Morphe Vintage Rose 9V palette, this is like a very neutral kind of peachy neutral palette, and I really wanted to give it a proper go today. But let's start off with just the normal base because the base is kind of what makes me feel more glowy. So I'm going to be using as like a skincare step is the strawberry and papaya face milk, and I have been using this pretty much every day since I've got it, and it is so nice. I remembered what it smells like. It smells like Starburst. So if anyone, I know Starburst must be available in the US, right? It's not just obviously like a UK thing. But oh my god, yeah, it reminds me of the strawberry Starburst because it's, oh my god, it's just like, oh yeah, if you don't know what Starburst is, it's basically candy that are in wrappers. And you would just like obviously have to unwrap it, and it's just Chewits basically. They're very nice, very sugary, but very like tough. So obviously I don't know why I'm describing like Starburst. This is not a food channel, but yeah, this just reminds me of Starburst, and it smells so good. And if I ever do another order from Colourpop, I might get another one just to see what it's like. But it is perfect for very dry skin, so to make my skin not look like super unhydrated, that's perfect as a first step. And I always go in with a primer. So my next primer I'm going to use is a Soothing Face Primer by Elf, and this is a product I've only used like a couple of times, but I do like it. It's very clear, so it's not going to be like tinted. It's not going to do anything to kind of affect the foundation. So I'm just going to get this on and just put it on everywhere. My eyebrows are looking really bad right now, so I went couple like last week when it was my birthday, I wanted to like get myself an eye product, and I went to the Benefit counter in Boots, and I said to the woman, I was like, I really want to start getting into looking after my eyebrows because they're just really bad and they're very like bushy eyebrows anyway. Like these are naturally what the color of my eyebrows are. And she's like, oh, if you start off with like this goof proof thing, it will work. And I was like, okay. And it's too light. She's literally given me I think it's like warm, let me just get it. So it's like number 5, which is warm black brown. I think I just needed black because my eyebrows are really dark, and it just does not really match. Like here you can't see it, it just looks, it looks stupid. So she gave me the wrong shade, but I am trying to sort out my eyebrows to make everything kind of come together. But anyway, that was the primer, and then next with a foundation, I'm going in again with the Born to Glow foundation by NYX, and this is in the shade Vanilla. This has been one of my favorite foundations, and this is the one that I used in the video of when I reviewed The Room, because it's just so nice. It makes my skin glow. Like obviously that's the whole point, and although I look a little bit oily, it kind of looks nice. It doesn't look overly kind of wet basically. And I'm always using a sponge now because I feel like the product just goes on so much nicer. When it comes to a brush, for me personally, I get quite streaky looks, and I don't like it as much, whereas with a blending sponge I feel like I can get into all the places and it's not gonna look as bad for me. Well, I hope it doesn't on camera. But yeah, this foundation is super duper nice. It's one of my like favorite foundations of all time, and I like that it's nice and compact. So I've had it for quite a while and I don't think I'm anywhere near running out. It still feels like I've still got some left, but with this you don't need too much because god damn it, and not that I've even put any like freaking product in here. It's fine, I look fine. Yeah, it's not like I use a ton amount of foundation anyway, but sometimes I like to use a couple of pumps or a squeeze here and there just to kind of get the bits that I couldn't get to. But this foundation, it's so nice. It's I believe it's like a medium coverage. Don't think it even says. It's naturally radiant, and it really is, you know, like obviously all these like foundation companies, all these companies in general make all these statements about what they want their foundation to be like, but honestly this is so nice. I really want to try the Can't Stop Won't Stop, I think it's called, and it's in the one in the bottle. It looks very nice. I might have to try that out next time I'm on the look for another kind of foundation, and it's drugstore. So I mean, this is £10 and it's lasted me a long time. It makes me glow beautifully. So yeah, I like it a lot, and I'm going to go with a concealer because I want to add a little bit of concealing. So I'm going to go in with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion in the shade 3.4 light, I think that's what it is. And again, I couldn't have like any kind of swatches in the shop, but I have tried this before on my channel and it came out okay. I thankfully don't have as many blemishes as I used to because my antibiotics for my rosacea is making my skin look really nice right now, so I am not going to complain about that. But it's very light, but it's helping my under eyes glow up. It does crease a little bit after a while, but to be honest, I think with most concealers it does. Most concealers will do that eventually anyway. But then all you got to do is settle it down with some powder. So yeah, that concealer is very nice. I couldn't see a big shade range, especially in the Superdrug that I went to, but maybe on their website they probably have some more, I'm not sure. But this one is not too bad, and yeah, I'm still looking quite glowy, which is quite nice. That's enough of the sponge today, so I'm going to go in with some setting powder. I'm going with the collection Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose Powder, and this is a matte. This is transparent, so I will hopefully not, well, it won't get any like colours, it won't have any shades on me. And this is a loose powder, so you have to be very careful when you open it. I'm just using like a fluffy brush to kind of get under the eyes and everywhere, because I really need to like powder my face a lot, especially like when it's hot, but not that it's hot right now, but just in general when I become quite oily throughout the day. The powder is perfect for everything to kind of settle in, and I still have like a neutral kind of glow look right now, which is kind of what I want. The matte powder is not matting it down too much because I'm not adding a crazy load. I've just literally tapped in a little bit, and that's for the whole face. So I'm going to put this back now because I don't need any more. And then we're going to go in with blush, and I'm going in with a nice peachy blush. So I'm going in with the Sweet Cheeks Matte by NYX in the shade Citrine Rose. I've used this before. Everything apart from the palette is kind of new, even though I have used that on my channel before. I used it like last week, I think. Actually, I think I might have used it this week because my birthday was only on Monday. But when it comes to blush, I want to kind of just do what I normally do because I like to glow, and especially with like neutral looks as well, I feel like a nice pink cheek always works perfectly. and you can always add it on the apples. I feel like I used to do that a lot, but because when you do that you go and like that, but obviously if you're constantly not smiling all day, it's just gonna be here. I'm learning from Robert Bush, like he is like showing me the way of like how to apply just different makeup, kind of like makeup differently these days, I guess. I just want to blend it because I want it to kind of blend into the skin, and it is very, very pigmented. So I'm gonna add, things falling over. I want to add just a little bit of the powder on top, just to blend it in so it doesn't overpower my face, even though I want to glow. So that's looking fine. I'm sorry if the lighting is going a bit, it's getting darker outside, so that's why if the lighting comes and goes, it's just like the light outside basically. Next for highlighter, I'm going in with my Ofra Rhodea Drive, one of my holy grails. This is a beautiful, this really makes me glow, so I'm very excited. And I haven't actually used this in a while because I like to savor, even though it's tiny boy, I like to use it. Yes, this one's so gorgeous. I really want to try more Ofra highlighters, but I feel like I've got a lot of highlighters at the moment, so I think maybe in like next year or something I'll buy some more. And then yeah, just getting my Rudolph going. And oh my fucking god, sorry, I'm sorry about the noise, just everything when I want to film just goes wrong. So yeah, this is like really making me glow right now, so this is what I want so far. Like, let's see, close up, yeah, you can see like this highlighter is just gorgeous. And another, like I mentioned, the Rudolph. That's what they should really call it, I think, the Rudolph, just to kind of make it a bit more of a prominent name. So let's go in with the eyes next. I'm going to use a primer because yeah, it's what I do now. Normally, like from now, I kind of said I wanted to start on the eyes, but I think today I wanted to just do like a nice little like throwback of just simple steps of makeup. So I thought, let's just go for my normal routine, and then next time I will go back in with starting with the sellotape on my eyes. Because I feel like when it comes to this natural look, I don't want to be going so over the top, that I will just do a simple look today. So let me show you inside of the palette. Well, this is the outside, this is not really much. I mean, the colours are listed on the back, but this is not as the same, it's not the same as looking at the palette. So very nice and small palette, so very like travel friendly. You get a mirror, which is great, you can see yourself, see myself. And yeah, like I mentioned, it's a very like rose neutral palette, so you've got some kind of light pinks, and you've got a couple of darker shades if you want to like darken up the edges a little bit. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers and 4 mattes. This is a 9 pan, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh yes, sorry, 9 shimmers and 5 mattes. They've all got the names on this little bit of card. So let's start off with a shade called Rose Bold, which is a rose matte shade just here. And I'm just going to get a fluffy brush, and we're going to go into the corners and on the eyelid. Oh, very pigmented straight away, obviously. And I'm not going too high today because we're going for a neutral look. I know I normally say that, but I normally end up going to the right to the top of the heavens, but we're going light. And as I go higher, I think I will blend just slightly, even though I just said I'm not going that high, and I literally just did that. It's what I do. Okay, there's a little bit of fallout, but I mean, I expect fallout on a lot of palettes these days, because when you're digging a brush into a, you know, matte eyeshadows, you expect some kind of fallout. So far this is, yeah, just working really nicely. It's blending, and all you need to do is just, when you're gradually going up, you want the shade to just obviously get lighter and softer. So start darker at the bottom and then just blend upwards. I'm not very good with like the whole blending aspect, but I'm learning, and I'm just going to bring it out a little bit just onto the corner so it's not too defined, because I've got an eyeliner that I want to use, so it's a nice neutral. I always feel like eyeliner brings a look together sometimes. And then, right, so that shade is done. I'm going to add, whoa, things are falling over, the next shade. It looks grey because it's getting so darker outside now, but it is pink. It's like a neutral pink. So next in, I'm going to go with the shade at the bottom, which is called Petal Play, and I'm taking another, let's take another fluffy brush. Did I bring one? I've got like so many brushes. I'm going to take that, and it's a lot of fallout. I'm going to blend it into the crease of my eyelid just to darken them up a bit, and just blend really, because as it's kind of like gradually going down, I know a lot of makeup artists tend to like, well, influencers or whatever, like to kind of blend upwards. I kind of like to go down a bit because I don't want to add like too many colors and make it just look a bit overwhelming, especially when it comes to like a neutral look. So this is that shade, and I'm going to go in with one of the, like, just a teensy amount of this dark one here, which is called Forget Me Not, and this is going to go just kind of like in the corner here, and I'm just tapping, and you can see it is darkening up the edges a bit, and we're just going to blend it because we don't want too much. And this side as well. Okay, looking very nice. I might have to clean this up off camera. Okay, that's come out really well. It's coming out nicely. And I'm going to go in with a shimmer next, and I'm going to go in with the middle one. I've used that one before. It's called Retro Woe, and what I'm going to do is wet the brush to make it stand out a little bit more, because I think sometimes when it comes to certain palettes, to get the shimmers going, you need to wet the brush. It's just going to work much easier. There's no point in me kind of like, oh, I'll just use my finger, because using a wet brush is going to help so much more. Yeah, I'm right. And then I'm just going to add that to the bottom of the whole lid on both sides. It's gorgeous pink. Yeah, that's great. See, that's very just nice and neutral, nice and simple. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to neaten everything up, add some eyeliner and mascara, and then we'll come to the end for the lips. Okay, so I'm right back, and I decided to do the lips off camera because normally when I do my lips, obviously I can't talk, so I thought I would just do it all off camera anyway. But I use the Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner, I use the Maybelline Great Lash, and then for the lips I used the MUA Velvet Matte in the shade Firecracker, which is just a nice kind of neutral nude tone. Neutral is not the word, nude tone. But yeah, this is my finished look. This is me just doing a nice simple neutral kind of vintage look, and yeah, it's gorgeous. It looks super great on camera, but I promise it's not. It is actually just quite pink and just really kind of glowy, and I love the shimmer and I feel cute. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to, and whenever I'm feeling inspired. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I really want to get to 100. Well, I'd like to get to 100 by the end of this year, which means you've got like a month and about a week left. I've got about 15 away, I think, so I would love to have you part of my subscribed people because that'd be just be awesome, and I'd appreciate it so much. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you're well, safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, bye.